and Assalamualaikum everyone. Let me introduce to you what is just in time. But before we go in deeper about just in time, let's look at what happened a company without just in time. Without just in time, company may produce too many products at once. This leads to excess inventory where goods are stored in a large quantity but not immediately needed. This situation increases storage costs because company need to more space to keep unsold product. So it can also lead to waste, especially if product become outdated or damaged. To solve this problem, company can use just-in-time or JIT. What is JIT? Just-in-time or JIT is a system where company only produce or order goods when they are needed. It focuses on producing the right product at the right time and in the right quantity. This helps company avoid overproduction and reduce unnecessary inventory. Key principle of JIT. First, JIT helps reduce inventory holding costs. Second, production only happens when there is demand. Third, JIT helps to minimize waste. For example, in fast food restaurant, meals are prepared only after customer place their order. Other than that, global company like Apple also use just-in-time in their production system.
JIT improve efficiency by creating a smoother and faster production flow. Since material arrive at the right time, workers do not need to wait and production delay can be reduced. Machine and employees can be used more efficiently, leading to better output. It also reduces unnecessary movement of material and support continuous improvement in operation. JIT help companies control costs in many ways. Since inventory levels are kept low, businesses spend less on storage, warehousing, and handling costs. It also reduces waste, damaged goods, and defect. By producing only what is needed, companies can avoid overproduction. This allows better cash flow management because less money is tied up in unused stock. JIT depends heavily on strong supply chain coordination. Suppliers must be deliver material on time to avoid production stoppage. This means companies need reliable supplier and clear communication at all times. Accurate demand forecasting is also important so the right amount of material can be ordered. In many cases, JIT helps build strong long-term relationship with supplier. There are several advantages of JIT. It lowers inventory costs and increases efficiency in production. Quality can also improve because problems are detected earlier during smaller production run. JIT reduces waste and unused stock while allowing companies to respond faster to customer order and changing market demand. However, JIT also has disadvantages. If suppliers are late or fail to deliver, production may stop because there is little or no extra stock available. It can also be challenging when demand suddenly increases, as companies may struggle to respond quickly.
What if I told you one of the most valuable companies in the world started in a small garage? Hi everyone! Today I'll be sharing the background of Apple Incorporation, which is a global leader in technology and innovation. Apple was founded in 1976 by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne in California. They started building a personal computer in a garage with a vision to make technology is accessible to everyone. Their early products like Apple I or Apple II gained popularity and helped Apple become a pioneer in the personal computer industry. In 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh, a revolutionary computer that made technology more user-friendly with graphical interface and mouse. However, in 1990, Apple faced major challenges, including declining sales and internal problems that bringing the company close to failure. The turning point came when Steve Jobs returned in 1997, led Apple into a new era of innovation and success. Apple introduced the groundbreaking products like iPod, iPhone, and iPad that transforming the industry such as music and mobile communication. Today, Apple is the most valuable company in the world, known for its innovation, design, and ecosystem. From a small garage to changing the world, that is Apple.
How Apple Incorporated actually used the just-in-time or JIT system in its operation. First, instead of storing large amount of inventory, Apple keep their stock level extremely low. Products are only produced when there is actually customer demand. This allows Apple to reduce the storage cost and avoid unsold products. Second, Apple has strong coordination with suppliers, especially in Asia and China. They work closely with manufacturing partners like Foxconn to ensure material arrive exactly when needed. This coordination is very important because JIT depends on timely delivery. So, if suppliers are late, the production will be affected. Third, Apple use real-time data to forecast the customer demand. They analyze customer data and market trend to predict how many products they need to produce. This allows them to adjust production level quickly, and this helps them to avoid overproduction and reduce the risk of shortage. For example, when a new iPhone is launched, the demand might increase rapidly. So, Apple may respond that by scaling up the production. But if the demand was dropped, then Apple might slow down their production. So, this is how just-in-time allow Apple to remain efficient, flexible, and globally competitive.
Every year, millions of people wait for the new iPhone. The moment it launched, units are available all around the world. But how does Apple manage this massive scale without overproducing? The secret is strategy called just in time. So how does Apple make it work? Let's take a closer look. Apple established a strong long-term relationship with its supplier, enabling reliable, frequent, and timely delivery that supports just-in-time manufacturing. On top of that, Apple also purchased specialized machinery and installed it directly in supplier factories, securing the top priority and continuous production. Rather than simply demanding compliance, Apple is actively investing in the capabilities of its supplier workforce through training and knowledge sharing, strengthening their control over supply performance, quality, and compliance. By outsourcing production to companies like Foxconn, Apple gains elastic capacity, allowing them to scale production up or down quickly when launching the new product, keeping operation flexible and cost. Apple used advanced technology to support a just-in-time system in the supply chain. One key area is automation, which increases production speed and maintains consistent quality, especially in assembling products like iPhone and Mac. In addition, data analytics also plays an important role by helping Apple forecast demand more accurately and manage inventory closely to avoid overstocking. At the same time, predictive maintenance reduces the risk of machine breakdown, ensuring production runs smoothly without delays and products are delivered on time.
This section discussed the issues and challenges of the just-in-time inventory system used by Apple Inc. While JIT improved operational efficiency and reduced inventory costs, it also exposed the company to several risks in global supply chain management. One of the main challenges of JIT is its high vulnerability to supply chain disruptions. Since Apple maintains very low inventory levels, any disruptions can immediately affect production continuity. This was clearly observed during the COVID-19 pandemic, where shutdown at key suppliers such as Foxconn result in shortage of iPhone and other products. The absence of buffer stock significantly limited Apple's ability to respond to sudden disruptions. Another major issue is geopolitical risk. Apple dependence on China for manufacturing make its supply chain sensitive to international trade tensions, tariffs, and regulatory restrictions. These external factors can increase production costs and cause delays in component delivery, affecting the overall efficiency of the JIT system. JIT system requires stable and predictable demand. However, in the case of Apple, demand fluctuations are common, especially during iPhone product launches. When demand exceeds forecast level, production capacity may not be sufficient, leading to longer waiting times and potential loss of sales opportunities. Another critical limitation is single source dependency. Apple often relies on specific suppliers for key components to maintain quality and precision. If a single supplier experiences operational issues, such as technical failure or label disruptions, the entire production line may be affected due to the lack of alternative suppliers. Managing a global JIT system across more than 175 countries creates significant logistical challenges. This includes high transportation costs, complex regulatory requirements, and coordination across multiple stages of the supply chains. Such complexity increases the risk of delays and operational inefficiencies.
As for the conclusion, We can conclude that JIT is important for Apple because it helps reduce excess inventory and storage costs. This means Apple does not need to keep a large number of products or components in warehouse, which save money and space. It is also important because Apple frequently launch new products like iPhone and MacBook. Without JIT, older models may remain unsold and lose value quickly. In addition, JIT allows Apple to respond faster to customer demand. For example, when a new iPhone is launched and demand increases suddenly, Apple can quickly adjust production through its suppliers. This helps Apple stay competitive in the fast-changing technology market. For the impact of using JIT, we can see how it helps to improve Apple's efficiency in several ways. First, it reduces the need for large warehouse storage. This makes operation more cost-effective and easier to manage. Second, it improves production flow. Since components arrive just in time, Apple's assembly line can run smoothly without holding unnecessary stock. Third, it also increases flexibility. Apple can quickly increase or reduce production depending on demand. For example, if demand for a new product is high, Apple can scale up production quickly. And last but not least, JIT reduces waste because fewer products become outdated or unsold. On the other hand, JIT also has a strong impact on Apple's profit. One main benefit is cost reduction. Apple save money on storage, warehousing, and insurance because it holds less inventory. This saving directly increase profit margin. Another impact is better use of resource. The money saved can be invested in research and development, which helps Apple innovate and create new products. For conclusion, JIT is very important for Apple as it improves efficiency and increase profit. It helps Apple reduce costs, manage production better, and respond quickly to market demand. Overall, JIT supports Apple's success as a global technology leader. That's all from my part. Thank you.